Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside Lady Tigers Basketball with Pokey Chatman, presented by Whitney Bank. I'm Victor Howell, and this week we're coming to you from inside the video control room at the LSU Athletic Administration Building. Coming up on this week's program, we'll take a look at the Lady Tigers swing through the state of Mississippi, and you'll understand why coaches say throughout the season you have to take it one game at a time, as the Lady Tigers learned that the hard way in Oxford. We'll also get up close and personal with Lady Tiger junior shooting guard Kiana Cheney. All of that and much more when head coach Pokey Chatman joins me next. Stay with us.
Inside Lady Tigers Basketball, presented by Whitney Bank, is brought to you each week by our Team LSU partners. Cox Communications, your friend in the digital age. Oshner, the official healthcare sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Super Chevy Dealers, the official vehicle of Lady Tigers Basketball. People's Health, the official health insurance sponsor of LSU Athletics. And by Verizon Wireless, the official wireless provider of the LSU Tigers. Inside Lady Tigers Basketball is a weekly presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. This segment of Inside Lady Tigers Basketball, presented by Whitney Bank, is brought to you each week by Cox Communications, your friend in the digital age.
We're back, and as always, we're joined by head coach Pokey Chatman. And Pokey, 1 week ago when we left the floor after Pack the PMAC, you had said you had just found out Ole Miss had an impressive win over Vanderbilt. You knew going into Oxford that you were going to be facing a tough opponent, and fortunately, y'all found that out the hard way.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, Victor. And I think sometimes when coaches say that, people think it's just coach speak, and we're just talking to try to get our players motivated or ready to play. But you know the record that Carol Ross has as a coach anywhere she's been, be it an assistant coach or a head coach, and definitely as leadership at Ole Miss. And they have an impressive home record. Even when we were victorious down there, it's always been a struggle. But their momentum had been gaining, and prior to our, actually right after our game against Georgia, I found out they had an impressive win over Vandy, just enough to keep my attention.
One thing that we've seen over the last couple of games, I know it's been a disturbing trend for everybody involved, slow starts in the first half, and unfortunately we saw that again in Oxford where it really put the team in a hole. It
is, and it's one of those things where you have to break down the tape and decipher how much of the slow start is LSU, how much is the opposition, and what type of adjustments you need to make. I think the adjustment for us had been mental, and I told the team before we can conquer someone else, we must conquer ourselves in terms of being mentally focused and carrying the game plan from scouting report to film to walkthrough to the game, and that's something that we've been slow, and it caught us at Ole Miss.
It was a slow start for the Lady Tigers. Tried to climb back out, but it was a little too much of a climb for LSU to conquer. Here's what developed in Oxford as Patrick Wright takes you through the highlights of LSU and Ole Miss.
White looking, top of the key, Cheney. Right wing LeBlanc, lobs it down low, fouls, catches it, and lays it in. Price fade away from the right elbow again is no good. Cheney has it taken away from her by Forrest. And Ole Miss will try again. Awkward down the lane to the hole, scoops it up and in.
And there's those second chance points that you talked about earlier.
Price in the lane, cut off. Out to Easley for three. It looks good, and it is. Right wing over to Cheney. Cheney looking. Still looking at the top. Hightower, 18-footer. Swish from the top. Back up top, awkward, 10 to shoot. Left wing, Easley, guarded by Cheney. Easley looking around, 5 to shoot. Awkward, a long three from the wing is way off the mark. LSU now out rebounding them 10-4 as fouls rebounds. Tigers want to run White, left wing. Hits the trailing Hightower, left corner. Back up top, White to fouls, right wing over to Cheney. Cheney out at long range between the circles. Hightower dribbles toward the arc, gets a Phillips screen. Dribbles to the left wing, splits defender, scoops it up with one hand and in from about 6. Barty out at the top of the key. And had it knocked away by Cheney. Can she chase it down and save it in? She can on the near sideline. Cheney dribbles toward the hole, has it knocked back away by Barty. So a little taking it away from each other, and here comes Awkward. Pull up 15-footer, bounces off the front rim, no good, and Phillips rebounds. The Tigers are owning the boards, which is something they need to do. White, right corner, Hightower, dribbles baseline, then hits fouls in the lane. Back to Phillips, up top, 17-footer, no good. And there is a Ole Miss rebound by Mincy. 15-13 Lady Rebels. Awkward, left baseline from 12, it's good. Left wing, Hightower, can't shoot the three, lobs it to fouls outside the lane in the corner, Cheney. Fakes the three, drives left baseline, kicks it in the lane to Thomas, who powers up and misses the layup. Got it back, put it high off the glass and in. So Thomas has her first bucket at 17-15. Right wing Barty, a three in the air, and it's good. What did I tell you she was shooting a while ago from three-point land?
15%.
Hightower penetrates left side, another running left-handed shot, that one too strong. Fouls, puts it back up and in. It counts, and she's fouled. Price's free throw is short. The rebound is tipped. It hit a couple of heads, and Ole Miss has it back. So things are very much going their way so far. Barty, a long three. You got to be kidding me, from the right wing. Erica White at the top. Tigers need baskets now, down 17. Cheney, wing right side at the top to White. White, right wing to Cheney. Cheney dribbles through defenders, up top White. Nobody's really looking to do much with it. White dribbles down the lane, throws it up, and it missed it from 4. Rebound putback is good. This game is not done by any stretch. White penetrates the lane, out to LeBlanc, right wing. Lobs it for Fouls. Fouls turns and flips it in from 4. And the lead is 9. Cheney a couple times has driven the baseline and thrown up that one-hander that has gone in. 15:30 to go. Awkward goes baseline, cut off. 16-foot force is no good. Fouls, rebounds.
Number 14 for Big Phil.
Off to LeBlanc. Oh, Ole Miss has taken, they haven't taken a good shot yet in this half. Outside of the one that went in the bucket. Cheney right wing, goes baseline again, takes it to the hole, layup is good! It counts, and a foul! Cheney to the hole from the right wing. Tigers have outscored them 18-5 in the half. Cheney, right wing, as the Tigers go to our right. Gonna dribble it around the perimeter. Looking around, fires it underneath to White on the back door, and she lays it in. Tigers within a couple. Right wing easily, down the lane, to the hole, 8-footer is good. Left baseline, Cheney lobs it in the lane to Fouls, who kicks it back to White at the right point. Down the lane, pull up from 10, it bounces in. It's 56-52. Easily to the hole, missed a running 4-footer. Hightower rebounds, off to the races. She's got Cheney. Cheney to the hole, lays it up, and it rolls in. So Tigers down 6, inbounds Cheney, a long 3 is good. Tigers have cut it to 3. 1.6 seconds to go. Fouls is going to front her. On the inbound, it is taken, and the horn will sound and the ball game's over. They got it to Black.
So the Lady Tigers drop an unexpected one in Oxford, and their SEC record drops to 1-1. They would then look to rebound when they travel from Oxford to Starkville to take on Mississippi State. We'll look at that game next when we come back.
LSU basketball is back in action, and you don't want to miss any of the excitement. Be sure to watch as Big Baby, Glenn Davis, and your other favorite LSU ballers try to battle their way back to the Final Four. Pokey, Chatman, and the Lady Tigers are also on the prowl and have their hopes set at another chance in the Big Dance. So tune in to catch all the best in purple and gold basketball right here on CST.
When we got married, suddenly we had 2 of everything.
They had a lot of stuff.
2 dining sets, 2 dogs.
2 car insurance companies.
I'm State Farm agent Joan Roysam, and this is a true story.
We had to get rid of a few things.
Yeah, mainly my things.
He had State Farm.
She had a Gecko.
I helped them compare rates and coverage.
It was no comparison.
He was right, for once.
This time, one of my things stayed.
Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
Now every Chevy car and light-duty truck comes with something Ford and Toyota don't. The GM 100,000-mile warranty. Learn more. Go to Yahoo and click Autos. See your local Chevy dealer.
Hi, I'm John Brady. Are you ready to jam?
Don't miss John Brady's Slam Jam for Education, February 15th, featuring Sugarland and Little Big Town, live at the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. Visit BradySlamJam.com for ticket info. And don't miss John Brady's Slam Jam for Education with Sugarland and Little Big Town. Be there February 15th, live at the PMAC.
Sometimes a good time for a good cause.
Louisiana is proud of its flagship university, LSU.
the state's largest institution of higher learning, embodies our future. LSU is on the move and pursuing greater national prominence. Everyone can be part of this spirit of LSU as it attracts the best students and faculty and builds for the future of Louisiana. Join LSU on its quest for greater national prominence. Help create a better LSU for all time.
This segment of Inside Lady Tigers Basketball, presented by Whitney Bank, is brought to you each week by Ochsner, the official healthcare sponsor of the LSU Tigers.
Welcome back. So LSU would stay on the road after their loss at Oxford and go to Starkville. And Pokey, first let's talk about what you addressed with your team while you were on the road. You had a couple of days to get ready for the next game in Starkville. Coming off a loss in Oxford, what was the approach heading into Sunday's ball game?
You know, a couple of things. I thought from the get-go, Ole Miss was the aggressor, and we were always, had our backs against the wall, and that should not have been the case. And I thought when it mattered the most, we turned the basketball over, we veered away from the scouting report, and at crucial times didn't get things done. Fortunately, it was only a 3-point loss, so we addressed those things. We watched some film when we traveled to Starkville, had a nice practice that Saturday afternoon, and tried to get those things corrected.
So then you turn around now, as we mentioned, they stay on the road, you get ready to turn back around against another SEC opponent. Maybe not a team that's been on as much of a role as Ole Miss, but then again, it's another SEC opponent.
It is, but Mississippi State had gained a lot of momentum. They beat a good Florida State team. They played Georgia Tech in Atlanta, won there. They had a good win over Arkansas at Arkansas. So they were getting better as the season progressed, and that's something that we challenge our team to do. It's January. We should be better than we were 3 weeks ago, and so we were struggling with that. So it was nice to come out and establish ourselves early in terms of how we were going to play that game.
Coaching staff challenged the team, and they were up to the challenge. Great way to rebound after a loss, come back with a big victory, and LSU got that in Starkville. Here are the highlights, once again with Patrick Wright, the Lady Tigers, and Mississippi State.
It's taken by Jackson, up top to Richard, 4 on the shot clock. Richard out for a long 3 by Grimes. It did not get there, and is taken by Cheney. That one barely grazed the iron. Good LSU defense. See what the Tigers do on their first offensive look. Cheney looks for fouls. Not a bad idea. Catches it, missed the layup. Got it back, put it back up and in. And I think I said this the other night, a novel idea. Look for the 6'6" kid underneath. Guarded by Thomas. Washington tries to drive left baseline. Thomas cuts her off and then deflects the pass out and foul steals it. Outlet White into the front court. White dish to Cheney, layup good, and the Tigers have regained the lead. Right wing Hightower. Tigers are going to our left. Hightower approaches the free throw line, dribbles down the lane, running one-handed left-hand shot is good. It bounced off the back iron and dropped through. Mitchell up top to Thomas at the top of the key. Right corner Mitchell drives the right baseline. A running 10-footer is good by Kalila Mitchell. Grimes back up top to Washington, fakes the 3, drives to the free throw line, hit nothing but glass. 16-footer went about 25. Taken by Hightower. Hightower pulls up right baseline out to LeBlanc. At the top, Thomas. 3-ball is good, and it's 18-5, and State wants a timeout. Mitchell into the right corner. Phillips, 18-footer is good, and LSU has warmed up from the floor. Mitchell has it right wing. She'll take a 3 and hit it. Shake and bake from downtown. So Richard will bring it into the front court. 25-9 LSU, as we're under 4 minutes to go now in the half. Hollis, lob pass baseline Roberts, 10-footer is good. So now they have scored 6 in a row. Right wing over to White. Out to Hightower for 3. Left of the point, no good. Foul Sky's in for the board, lays it up good. It counts, and she's fouled. 3:16 to go in the first half. Rack takes it to the left baseline, kicks it right side Richard. 18-footer in the corner is good over White. Rebound taken by Hollis. Up ahead to a wide open Washington, who takes it and lays it in. Somebody completely forgot about her. Off to Hightower. Mitchell will come back in for LSU as we approach the 2-minute mark. Left corner, Cheney, open 3. That one is good. And LSU at the half leads Mississippi State. The score, Lady Tigers 33, State 19. Mitchell starting the half for LSU, interestingly enough. Mitchell, Hightower, Thomas, Fowles. Fowles has it underneath and lays it up and in on a pass from Cheney. Brings it back out right wing. Out between the circles, Hightower. Hightower, right baseline, Cheney drives it to the hole, reverse layup, nestles in. Hightower peels off at the free throw line, goes off to the left wing. Lobs it underneath for Fowles, tips it to herself and lays it up and in. Fowles has 11. Diagonally toward the right wing near the hash mark at the top of the key to Porter. Porter up top, Roberts, a three, and they got one, finally. Mitchell out at long range, Cheney. Cheney gets a Thomas screen, drives down the lane, running to one-hander, rolls the rim and goes in. Nice screen up top, set Cheney free, and she's got 9. And Hightower does the same. Thomas steals it up top. Batted it away, stole it, takes it to the hole, lays it up, and it rattles in. Nice work by Thomas on the dribble. Inbounds Mississippi State after the timeout. Underneath on a backdoor play. Layup is good. Jackson lays it in. Somebody went for the steal, didn't get it, and that left Jackson open. Had it knocked away, but Thomas has it right elbow. Backs it away, and then lobs it across to Cheney, left wing. Cheney goes baseline again, takes it to the hole, lays it in. There is a foul. So Cheney took the baseline, has a double-figure game. Again, how many do we determine? That's now 9 in a row in double figures for Cheney. To Thomas, left elbow. Right wing Mitchell dribbles in, goes baseline, goes to the hole, lays it up and in. Kalila Mitchell with 7 in a very inspired performance off the bench. It's 47-26. Trying to bounce pass down low, thrown at the feet of Jackson. On the floor, scrambling for it is Williams, and she comes up with it and hands it off to Mitchell, who leads LeBlanc ahead. LeBlanc to the hole, running 5-footer off the glass and in. We will be in Tuscaloosa next Sunday. LeBlanc dribbles right elbow, kicks it out to Mitchell. 18-footer is good. Kalila Mitchell, a career high, 9 points. And the final score, LSU 77 and Mississippi State 50. We'll be back after this.
So a nice way for the Lady Tigers to rebound as they get a 27-point victory in Starkville. They're now 2-1 in the SEC. When we come back, we'll meet LSU junior shooting guard Kiana Cheney. That's next on Inside Lady Tigers Basketball with Pokey Chatman, presented by Whitney Bank.
A credit card and a check card that work together, both earning points that combine in one very big total. Introducing Whitney Points Plus Visa credit and check cards. For more points and big rewards, it takes 2 to tango. Points Plus, only at Whitney Bank.
Stunning video, MP3 sound, broadband speed, internet, and email, all working flawlessly together in one ultra-thin device. The new Blackjack. Only from Singular.
Can I be confident that my healthcare provider will put my needs first?
Can we trust that our healthcare provider will be here for us?
Can I have healthcare with greater peace of mind?
At Ochsner, you can. Ochsner is the unique coordinated healthcare system that's neighborhood-based for better, more consistent care and greater peace of mind. To find out how you can have healthcare with greater peace of mind, call toll-free 1-866-OXNER, 1-866-624-7637.
This is a lineup that cannot be stopped, a perennial powerhouse that needs no timeouts. The team, SECSports.com, and it runs up the score every week with more real-time coverage and live streaming content than ever before. Put in the play and get the results on all your favorite teams, players, and coaches, and get exclusive real-time coverage of SEC championships. Everything you need to know, everything you want to hear, everything you have to see at SECSports.com.
I was proud of what our league had been able to do. You could have a SEC team win a national championship and the NIT in the same year.
You got to live in the moment and go out there and play as a team. There's going to be adversity and there's going to be challenges. It's not about the past and it's not about the future. It's about right now.
This segment of Inside Lady Tigers Basketball, presented by Whitney Bank, is brought to you each week by your Super Chevy dealer, the official vehicle of Lady Tigers basketball.
Welcome back. You know, in week 1 of the program, we talked about how the Lady Tigers would try to fill the scoring void, losing Simone Augustus off the team after her career. And Pokey, one girl who has really stepped up. We've seen her career kind of go up and down, but she seems to be back on the upswing, and that's Kiana Chaney from here in Baton Rouge. When just mentioned a little bit ago, when her jump shot is on, she's one of the toughest shooters in the SEC.
She is, because she has the ability to shoot the mid-range. She has obviously the shot from the three-point land, but I think it's part of the evolution of Kiana Chaney. You know, she really committed herself to the weight room. She changed her diet. If you look at her, you don't recognize her. She's 18 pounds lighter, dropped a lot of body fat, and that gives you a lot of confidence. But what Kiana also is she can distribute the basketball. She's probably third in assists, chasing Tay-Tay in terms of a close second in assists. So she's doing a lot of things well for us.
We were just talking about your swing through Mississippi, and these 2 games were big for Kiana Chaney as well.
They were, and we're trying to implore Kiana to have that same mentality early on in the game. I think in the Ole Miss game, she was 0 for 3 in the first half, then came back with a totally different mindset. And my challenge to her is that's what you're capable of doing. I need to see that confidence all the time and be a leader, be a scorer, be someone that wants the ball in their hands.
Here's a chance now to sit down and get to know a little better LSU junior shooting guard Kiana Chaney.
Chambers goes to the baseline, hands it off to Hardrick. Pokey wanted an illegal screen on that. Didn't get the call. Hardrick has her pocket pick. Chaney's got it. Chaney's going to go one-on-one, lays it up and in. Chaney with 6, and it's a 3-point Georgia lead.
No, not at all. I mean, because I'm close to home, and all my family and my friends was asking me where I was going. It was like, well, we want to come see you play and all this type of thing. So I just decided I'd stay close to home, and Louisiana State University would be the best choice for me. Wow, they're wonderful, especially Pokey. She has she's like a second mom to me. She has been there when times got hard and stuff like that. But the whole staff, they're wonderful. It's like a second family here with the girls, and then with the Coach Starkey and Coach Sides and Coach Berry. They are like a family to us. Well, we're a different team than last year. I really think we are. I mean, Simone is the best player in the nation, but we're a different team, and we are still able to fill her gaps with Portia and with Allison and with Kalila and Katie. You know, our bench is so deep this year that we were able to, fill her shoes. Yes, we love being around each other. I mean, we will do things outside for us being together. Here we'll go to movies together or some things like that. So we really enjoy being around each other. We'll hang out at either Kalila's apartment or one of the teammates' apartment, just hang out and just chill out. It's tough, but we're gonna do what we have to do to get it done. I mean, these last couple of games we've been coming out a little slow, but we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna fix that. So next time we won't be looking so sluggish, because I'm pretty sure the next SEC team or the next non-conference team is pretty sure it was gonna come at us like Georgia and South Florida did. So we have to be prepared and be ready to beat that.
LeBlanc, jump step, kicks it left side, White, fakes the 3, goes baseline, scoops it up, it was an air ball, tipped out, Chaney, 3 ball, good from the top of the key, with about 3 to shoot.
It's good to see Kiana Chaney getting some of her confidence back with the shot, because when her jump shot is on, she can be one of the most dangerous outside threats in the SEC. When we come back, there are 2 games upcoming on the Lady Tigers schedule this week. We'll take a look at them for Kentucky and Alabama when we get ready to wrap up this edition of the show right after this.
I'll have a combo meal.
Only a couple hours old. Oh my golly. What kind of drink do you want?
Why a warmed over combo meal? Get a Subway Fresh Value Meal, now just $3.99. A different delicious sub every day, freshly made, just the way you want it. With chips and drink, just $3.99. Where freshness meets value. Subway, eat fresh.
stunning video, MP3 sound, broadband speed internet, and email, all working flawlessly together in one ultra-thin device. The new Blackjack. Only from Singular.
Can I be confident that my healthcare provider will put my needs first?
Can we trust that our healthcare provider will be here for us?
Can I have health care with greater peace of mind?
At Ochsner, you can. Ochsner is the unique coordinated healthcare system that's neighborhood-based for better, more consistent care and greater peace of mind. To find out how you can have healthcare with greater peace of mind, call toll-free 1-866-OXNER, 1-866-624-7637.
Hi, I'm John Brady. Are you ready to jam?
Don't miss John Brady's Slam Jam for Education, February 15th, featuring Sugarland and Little Big Town, live at the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. Visit BradySlamJam.com for ticket info. And don't miss John Brady's Slam Jam for Education with Sugarland and Little Big Town. Be there February 15th, live at the PMAC.
Sometimes a good time for a good cause.
4,800 student athletes. 2,200 named to academic honor roll. 17 named first team academic All-American. 12 universities. One mission. The Southeastern Conference, equipping tomorrow's leaders today.
This segment of Inside Lady Tigers Basketball, presented by Whitney Bank, is brought to you each week by Whitney Bank. It takes a Whitney banker.
Welcome back. Once again, the Lady Tigers have 2 games on their schedule. Pokey last week, 2 on the road. This week, a split schedule. Coming up first, a home game Thursday night against Kentucky.
You know, Kentucky is one of those teams that obviously has done well. Mickey DeMoss has done a great job there. They're coming off a tough loss at the hands of Ole Miss. So you know how you get refocused, recommitted. The kids are rejuvenated. So they're going to be focused and coming here looking to be in attack mode in terms of how they defend and play against us.
After LSU plays at home, Kentucky, you're back on the road. This time you go to the state of Alabama. Tuscaloosa is the stop on Sunday when you take on the Lady Crimson Tide.
Yeah, you know, I can think back to last year when we were down in Tuscaloosa, and it was a tough game. The final score was really not indicative of how well Alabama played against us, and it wasn't one of those performances where LSU did not come to play. They were really ready to play us. I think it's part of life on the road in the SEC.
It should be 2 good ones. Once again, we're getting into the heart of the SEC schedule, so they're all important, and we'll focus on those games when we see you next week. Pokey, again, safe travels. Good luck this week. Thank you very much for joining us. For head coach Pokey Chatman, I'm Victor Howell. We'll see you next week for another edition of Inside Lady Tigers Basketball with Pokey Chatman, presented by Whitney Bank.